What's good, y'all? My name is Liquid Flame. If you like what you see, feel free to follow me on all social media platforms listed below. What's good, y'all? We are back with another episode of Adventure X podcast. This is episode 2. It's been a while, but you know, we got it down. We're ready.
An hour later.
We have Priscilla, my little sister, today. I'm not sure how old she is.
You don't know how old she is, Junior? Are you serious?
15 years old. I almost said 17.
I'm
so
15.
She's 15 years old. 17. And this is where we used to spank her. I forgot I was supposed to move this over here. So yeah, and we have my cousin Nena, who recently moved to Hawaii, and it's an honor to have her back. She's going to be rocking with us for 2 months. Anything you want to say, Loca?
I just want to say it's glad to be back. You know, I missed everybody. I can't wait to spend the holidays with everyone and get a little...
Today's adventures, where we're shooting dice on topics. We actually created a game called Dice of Dooms, and it's about rolling dice, and then there's dares on it. We're going to be throwing it in the episode soon. Yesterday we were talking about aliens. Do you want anything to say? Alien head?
He thinks he's a god.
Oh my god.
Does he really, though? I don't even want to start with the alien stuff right now.
Next topic. What do you got?
Too early.
All right, Nana. Something I want to know is Hawaii, because I want to travel over there, and supposedly there's all kinds of caves and hidden temples and nice things out there. So, yeah. Would you like to elaborate?
I can't really elaborate so much on the caves and all that because I don't really be like hiking and shit like that. Honestly, we kind of just go to parties more. Like, we go to the west side. That's where we're at most of the time, is the west side, because the beaches are nicer. And then Theo has his best friend out there, so we're always out there, like, kicking it over there. He has a fat-ass property, so they do
people
parties
with the big
out there.
chains on?
Yes, the big-ass crosses and shit.
In case you don't know, she was telling us about these chains that people wear. Ball in the chains. Crosses.
Yes,
but they be fitted,
huge.
though. What do you say? How they fit? What kind of clothes do they wear? Explain.
You just want to hear me say that they wear slipper.
Slipper. That's what we say.
Yeah, they wear slippers out there. Basically, it's just sandals, but they wear those, like, all the time, every day, whether it's raining. Because even if it's raining, it's hot. So that's why. So they're always wearing beach clothes.
So it's never really too hot, huh? Oh my god.
I have those.
What is this? Can we get that in
Those
here?
are the slippers.
Slipper.
So, slipper game on point today. We
I have some.
Who slip out this one?
Mine are at home.
They're
I
not
should have brought mine.
Chinese.
Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but that's one thing about Hawaii, too, that people don't realize, is that Hawaii is very, how do I say this? Like, it's not all Polynesians. Like, you think that you're going to go there and meet a bunch of Hawaiians. First of all, you're not. It's going to be a blend. Like, it's a lot of Samoans and Tongans and all that, yes, but it's a lot of Vietnamese people. There's a lot of Japanese, Chinese. Like, it's a very different type of melting pot than California. Okay. Like, over there, it's way different. It's more, what is it? I guess you would say Pacific Islanders. That's what it is.
Some island
Filipinos,
boys.
all that.
Some island boys. Can I get an island boy in here?
Basically.
Priscilla, can we give it an island boy one time for the island boys?
I'm an island girl.
Let me hit the island boy one time. I heard there's a lot of flying animals.
Hella flying cockroaches, big ass spiders.
How big are they?
Junior, these are the biggest cockroaches I've ever seen.
They fly.
Like, yes, like big and...
They fly?
Yes, they fly. So, at night when I see them, I know I should be spraying them, but I ain't getting close.
Imagine trying to spray
Fuck that.
Dang.
I'm not getting close.
They got their own spray.
Bruh, and
they
then,
spray
like,
themselves
their
clean.
moths out there are huge, too. Like, the first day I got there, they're literally like that. Like how big she's saying, like, yes, like this.
This way?
And they're in the light. So, like, when we had to get through the door, it was just flapping. But they say that it means that, like, a loved one that's passed on that's, like, them being around or something like that. Yeah.
Is there any, like, demon ghosts out there? Stories? Have you heard new ones?
Okay, so, first of all, there is this cave that I will tell you about on the west side, right? I think it's called Makua Cave.
Only on the west side.
Yeah, it's on the west side. It's going, like, all the way towards the end of the west side, too. So, it's called Makua Cave. When you go down there, Theo said that, I guess... So, right now, there's, like, a rail, right? for the road, like so people can't go in there. But Theo said before it didn't used to be like that. It was open. So back then he said that people used to like pull into that cave. They'll go kick it in there and shit like that. You know, it's like a big kick it spot for the locals. And then I guess he said that there's like people said that women were getting raped in there, and like just, you know, people were getting killed in there. A lot of locals won't even go in there. Like they said they won't go in there because they can feel like the energy of it, so they stay out of there. And most of the time it's just tourists that are really attracted to it because it's just this big.
So we could
cave.
record there if we go there.
Yeah, I've been in there like 3 times, but
I think we should.
It does kind of feel a little creepy like when you're in there because it is pretty big. Like you go in there and then you can kind of explore it a little bit, but it does give you a little creepy vibe after you hear what the stories are. So I'm like, yeah, that's the only cave that I know about. But there are a lot of like hidden waterfalls and things that you can go find if you do like to go hiking and do all that shit.
We need to take you on one of our cave runs when me and Sabrina goes to.
Yeah, I want to go
get you
too.
more involved.
We should go. We should take you when we go ghost hunting.
Ghost hunting, like I said,
Look
I know
out for
of a
that.
haunted house. My cousin wants to go as well. I think we should try to set up a team.
Like the one by Clarksburg, or someone bought it.
Really?
Oh, they did? They're gonna fix it up.
Yeah, they did.
I know they're gonna end up moving out pretty soon. Watch.
Is that the one my mom was talking about? That big old one?
That's the one that we went in. Remember? Me, you, and Sonia did.
Yeah, yes. I do remember that. And footage
I was like,
lost.
I'm not going in there. You guys are going there first because I felt it. Like the door, all of a sudden, just like creaked open. Like it just said,
his
like,
kids
come in.
died
I was
in
like,
there or something like that.
Who?
The guy that lived there, like, was haunted or whatever. I read the background story. I don't remember
it's
a lot.
just like how people here have died as well. The little girl that died here at this house before Mom bought it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe it?
There was. That's true.
Remember that story that the boys always used to say of that time we were playing hide and go seek, and we would turn off all the lights in the house. Remember?
Yes.
And then
this is actually a
real story. And I forgot which one of the older kids were, but they were the ones that had to go look for people around the house.
I think it was Chava.
Yeah, I think it was. And he
was it that door right
opened
there, right?
the cabinet right here in the hallway because I guess it like creaked open. So he thought my brother, because he was the smallest one, he was the only one that could really hide in there, him or me and my sister. So he thought one of us was hiding in that cabinet. And he was like, basically calling like, you know, come out already. I know you're in there. I seen the cabinet open. And it didn't open, right? So my brother said he went to go open that cabinet.
No shit.
And it was empty. There was nobody in there. But mind you, the house was dark. Like, because we used to play hide and go seek pitch black. Like, all of us hiding in the house.
No light in the house.
No light in the house. So he said
crazy.
he just heard like that cabinet. He kind of saw it like open in the dark, and then it closed. So he thought it was us, but nobody was in there.
And I remember my cousin Chava saying this. When the door will open a little bit and he knew that somebody was in there. So when he went to open it, he was like, what the heck? And he even put his hands in there, and then there was nothing in there. And he
closed the door and he just...
I've never seen Chava again. Like, I really miss him.
Shut up. No, but he did say that. Napa. No, he did say it.
All the way to Napa. Stupid.
And he ain't been back since. Well, Chava also said he saw the little girl in Sonia's room. Remember when that day Jessica was hiding from us?
Jessica said she's seen her too.
Yeah, so one day my sister, she used to like to like hide from everyone, right? And we would have to look for her sometimes. So I guess one time she was really hiding from us, but she was outside right here on the side. We used to put the trash cans there. So she was hiding over there, right? Outside somewhere. And my brother said that when they were looking for her in the house, that they went into Sonia's room, was this one, my aunt's office at the time. And when he went to look under the bed, because he said it looked like, when he opened the door, he said it looked like he just seen feet like go to the ground under the bed. So, like, you know, like he thought like there was a kid or something in there that was jumping on the bed. So he said that he like figured, like really seen it. So he went to go see, and he said he's seen like the girl there, and he said he said he was so spooked, like his whole body went cold. He said he was sweating, and like he was just he said he was done. But he said he's seen it in that room.
Let me see a motherfucking ghost.
Hell no, I don't play with that though. I don't play with that shit.
So I can give him this as a gift.
Hell no.
What?
En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, you know. I ain't doing all that. I don't play with that. I don't play with the Ouija board. Look at her. She's scared as fuck.
Oh my gosh, you know in elementary school, the teachers got mad, but we used to create fake Luigi boards at school.
What is this?
Yes
Luigi.
or no.
What is that?
Get that.
So you have to close the door. Oh, no.
Heads or tails?
I'm getting out.
This is kids edition.
How you play that one?
It's the same
It's
thing.
sacrifice a kid?
Yeah.
Sacrifice a
never
kid?
mind.
The kids used to make fake Luigi boards.
Luigi
Papers
boards?
or
Luigi board?
Luigi.
Yeah, Ouija boards.
Nice throbbing.
They would put a magnet under the like the paper and stuff, and they would move it around.
That's not real.
Is there thumbtacks on teachers' chairs day?
No, but
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question for you, Priscilla.
Mhm.
How come you don't clean after yourself in the house?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would love to know this answer too because
What do you mean
when
I
I
do?
lived here, you never helped.
You are how old now? 15?
Don't even look at me like I'm lying because you know I'm not.
She's like, I'm never coming on a podcast episode with you again. I don't give a shit how much money you pay me.
And then you paid us in gum.
I can't wait for Thanksgiving. It's actually tomorrow, and we literally
Oh,
have
shit.
nothing cooked. We have half defrosted turkey and ham. We got less than 12 hours to get this shit going.
What's it called?
This is not even a podcast about us. This
First
is
of all, we're grocery shopping as we speak.
sisters literally doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
We have some nursery
Shout out to
home.
Sonia. Do you remember when we did a seafood Thanksgiving?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
No.
Really?
That'd be good
Really?
with some
A
crab.
long time ago, we had seafood Thanksgiving. The turkey wasn't a turkey. It was a sunfish. A sunfish.
So me with the jelly.
What is
Oh, me and your mom jumped off a cliff in Hawaii then.
I know, I've seen it. She
It
broke
was
her
fun.
rib. It's your fault. She came back
She
and
didn't
coughed
break
and
her
broke her
rib.
rib. Yes, she did. They couldn't do nothing about
Your
it
mom
because
broke her rib?
yes, and I had to like take care of her like a baby.
Are
That's
you
all-
serious?
Yes, ask her. It was she couldn't even walk. Every single time
Your
she would
mom
cough,
broke her rib?
she would be
Oh
in
yes,
pain.
my mom
Yes.
broke her rib. In case anyone didn't know.
Because in Hawaii we did too much.
They dropped it.
No, she broke her rib when she
Yeah,
fell on that statue. Because the next day she woke up in pain.
Yeah, but then she coughed so hard
It broke her rib.
it
It
sunk
was-
into the
It
It
cartilage.
snapped so hard.
She like I wasn't even here.
It was broken
there,
for a
but
couple days.
Dad took her to the ER.
She broke it in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I couldn't
That's
even
sad.
imagine breaking my rib. So
She-
much fat right
She
here
said
to
she
protect
woke
me.
up the next day and
She
she
broke
just said,
her,
ow!
and then she got
hurt herself.
sick. So she had a cough, and she kept coughing. The more she kept coughing, the more it damaged her rib. It was taking longer for her to heal.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think she had to get surgery, right?
No, they can't do that and fix her rib. They can't put a cast around it and then fix her back up.
Yeah, they put a fork in
Why would
it.
they put a cast inside of your body, Priscilla?
I don't know. That's what I'm
She
saying.
has to swallow the
I
cast
have
stuff.
So you think that when my appendix burst, did they put a cast in there?
No, but when you break a bone, you get a cast.
Did you guys get to see the last podcast episode that we did?
No.
Remember when I super glued my eyes shut on accident and I had to go to the ER?
When you did what?
I super glued my eyes shut on accident.
Oh, when you were little, huh?
No, that's when I was like 13.
Oh, last year?
No,
That's Why'd you super glue your eyes shut?
it was on accident.
He looks very scary now.
What?
Which one?
Look how wide his mouth is open.
What?
That slipper?
Yes.
That slipper? That's my
Slipper.
slipper game right there, man. That's my slipper game.
So you really know how to draw. That's crazy.
Backdraft. It's just all kinds of items and paintings from our family to build the wall. A little something. We'll switch it up here and there, but
I
once
like
it fills
that
out, it's
one.
going to be nice. Kingdom Blade from Chavita. Supposedly he defeated Sephiroth to get this.
Who did that one? The tree.
That is Sabrina's artwork. She painted that years
That
ago.
one is pretty.
We went to Garcia's Benz and we decided to like just have fun vlogging, recording. Well, it seems so much funnier just editing little hidden stuff in it, like I Spy little things, little birds, and like you just have to see it, just animated type of shit. But it's pretty late. It's pretty
We
late.
should do that today. Go for a walk down there and go exploring. Find some shit. Some scary houses.
I would like to capture animals and put them in my fish tank. I have a frog tank. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a tree frog. Haven't seen him in days, but I know he's there. I can feel him. Feels great.
What if he died and the
He's-
crickets ate him?
There were baby crickets, about 25 of them, 10 drowned. So, see how that goes. Tree frogs. I used to have the
Would
best
the crickets
frog
eat a frog?
If you put enough smoke in there from marijuana that they get so hungry. They eat it. Would you pick up dog shit for 30 seconds?
With your bare hand?
No. 100? Fuck no.
I would.
Really?
I would hold poop for $100. Or maybe $1,000.
I do that shit for $50.
I would do that shit for
$1,000.
$10.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that shit at all.
What?
That's nasty.
Oh my
What about
God.
Throw up.
How about $5 million?
$5 million.
How long do I have to hold the shit for?
30 seconds.
30
and
seconds.
It's hard.
Just think about
Dry
it.
poop.
Okay.
Imagine 28,
If the
29.
shit is dry, then yes, we've got a deal.
But what if it's slimy and diarrhea?
Then you can miss me with that shit, literally.
You gotta do it like this. Look, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. Don't break concentration. 29 and 30.
That's my cats, bro. The ones I had to leave here.
Now that you mention it, there was a cat the other day. Have you ever peed upside down on a tree?
Remember that time you pissed in that guy's mouth? Oh no, he's trying to spoil me.
My breast stinging there.
Oh.
You hit your head.
How many legs does it take to get?
Do you remember when you used to be in a Marine in school? Marine Corps?
She used to
Not
be
the
a cat.
Marine Corps.
What was it?
I was in AFJR2C, which is the Air Force JROTC.
Don't you have to be good to get in that, actually?
Mm-mm.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
I heard you had a gun.
No.
Yeah, you're swinging it at people.
The rifles, but they're not.
Ooh, the rifle.
But you can't shoot or nothing with those.
Oh.
They're made like a specific way for you. Yeah. So that shooting is not an option. But what was I saying? Anybody can sign up. The only thing is that once you get into the program, you have to start following certain rules, or like you have to get used to the fact that people are going to tell you what to do, and those people that are telling you what to do are your classmates or people in other classes, like in other grades above you. So, you know, you have not only your instructors that come at you, but you also have the people that run the program, like the students that are running the program, because it's all student ran. That program is all ran by the students. So you just have to get used to people telling you what to do and like
barking at you.
In your face. Not really like barking at you because it's
growling.
kids, you know. But
okay. I have a question. What type of big nose animal do I look like?
Oh, the one from Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Big
Rio.
Bird.
Big Bird. Rio.
You know the bird from Rio?
Today I'm Priscilla and I'm on Junior's podcast.
I don't have bangs. Well,
I was thinking more of a sloth like Sid on Ice Age.
you look like the sloth from Zootopia.
Zootopia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, out there in Hawaii, I tried this thing called a chicken katsu burger. So fucking good.
What is it? Oh.
Chicken katsu, but in a burger.
What's the katsu?
Have you ever been to L&L?
Yeah.
And you order that chicken katsu? It's like that fried
It's
ass
in the
chicken.
burger? Oh, that sounds so
And it has like
fun.
it comes with its own sauce on there, and it's made on a different type of roll. Hella good.
That sounds fire.
The food out there is hella better than out here.
I think the best food I've ever ate is grilled cheese sandwiches. And I also like bean and cheese sandwiches.
Bean and cheese?
Yes, bean and cheese. Our fried burritos with just bean and cheese. I'm at my ass, but I boom, boom, like the wetness of.
Ew.
Like, girl, that's a booty hole.
What's the worst birthday you ever had?
Why does it gotta be the worst birthday? Oh, this year I had fun as fuck. I went to a water park for the first time.
Yeah?
Sunsplash,
Yes,
I
and
wanna
that
go
shit
there
was
so
scary.
bad.
It was me,
I miss
Theo,
water
Isaias,
parks.
and Enrique. We all went. And that shit was fun, but my stomach felt like it was gonna fall on my ass going down that shit. Going down that slide. It was huge. It was this one where you like drop and you go up hella and then you just keep dropping like that. But it was so scary because me, Theo, Isaias, and Enrique, that's a lot of fucking people that are big as fuck on a small little raft.
I can imagine the
So-
speed you kicked up.
Bro, when we went, the guy said, what did he say? We all went up to the top and we were all trying to sit down, and then, you know, it like pushes you down or whatever. And the guy was like, he said something like, oh, you guys are trying to go high, huh? Like, he said something like that. So we're like, we just laughed it off because we already knew like it was going to be hella funny. So it was me and I think Rike was behind me, Theo, and then Isaias, I think, right? Or Isaias was on this side. But the first time we went, bruh, like, we went so far up, it was scary. Like, when we came back the second time, the guy was like, bruh, I never seen somebody go that high, bruh. Like, he was shocked from how high we fucking went, right? So the second time we went,
world record.
Rike was... Oh my God, Rike was across from me on this side.
Too.
Yes.
Fuck.
And then Theo and then Isaias,
that
right?
feels like 10 feet.
Bro, I was scared for my life when we went down. Because when we went down, right, it was cool because I was above Rike, so it was cool. But then when we went this way to come down, Rike was cut over me. So I was just praying, like, God, please don't let us just flip because he's just going to come.
Are you guys doing it right now?
Are you in the meeting?
Yes.
Sorry.
Your meeting started already?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my last meeting.
How long is your
Are you
meeting?
guys recording?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to my mom. That's me.
Breakfast
We can
is
pause
great,
it.
Thea.
We're going to pause it. We're going to pause it. We'll be back. I remember when we were younger, and it was the first time that we moved into this house with the cousins, and then Jessica, Chav, and Alex. And all of a sudden, the police raided our house, like full-on raid. You
I was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
But Alex said that they busted down the bathroom door.
And what happened?
And he was showering. And so
Oh, yeah.
they busted in there when he was butt ass naked in the shower.
Butt
You guys making
naked,
this up
like
as we
Home
go?
Alone, screaming.
It's like, are we making up as we go? Or is this true?
Are we
is
making
true
this
for
up as
Solo.
we go? This is true.
This is a real story.
If you want to make shit up, feel free.
When Mom first got me, Chava, Jessica, and Alex, this happened. The cops came and raided the house.
Trying to looking for money,
Roaches.
drugs, all kinds of roaches.
Roaches.
Cockroaches.
I don't think they're worried about the cockroaches.
They wanted all of that. Have you ever gotten in a fight at school?
Honestly, no.
Me either.
Almost.
Really?
It was this big fat girl, too. She was a big fat meatball. Like,
She tried to squabble.
I'm talking about like this. Big.
Like a big ball of
Dinosaur
negative.
walk.
Over an ugly little Mexican boy.
Ooh, drama bomb.
Mm-hmm. But really, I'm gonna give her props because she was a little mastermind behind this to get this boy. So she basically stole him from his girlfriend, but she told the girlfriend that I was trying to get with the dude, right? So the girlfriend thought we had problems because she thought I was trying to take her boyfriend, but I wasn't.
Oh, wow, set up.
This big fat girl was, but she was just jealous because this boy, I guess, was starting to like me, and she was jealous. So she did that to make it to where they ended up getting together because the girl was trying to fight
World
me.
is crazy.
But then she found out the truth.
I remember in Valley High School, I was walking outside with my friends, whatever. Next thing you know, there's a big old crowd going on, and people are running to it. I'm like, ooh, fight!
Record it.
Yeah, so I run to the crowd. Next thing you know, it's my sister. It's said they're fighting.
Yeah, that happened with Jessica too one time. I was in class and my teacher, I guess, heard that there was a fight happening by the bathrooms and
Really
like
got mad.
the computer science wing, all that area, right? So my teacher like ran from our class to go stop this fight. And I remember me and my classmates, we were just in class, and I remember I was just talking hella shit, like, bro, that's hella ghetto, like, we can't even fucking start a class because our teacher got to run to stop a fight, you know?
I got into a fight in class.
Jessica's like, oh, I got suspended, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, are you serious? What happened? And then she starts telling me that she got into a fight with a bunch of girls in between. It was literally right before the last period of the day, before 7th period. And so she was like, yeah, I got into a fight. And so it turns out that the fight that my teacher went to break up, the one I was talking shit, it was her.
Oh, my God.
It was my sister.
Shout
She
out
was
to
over
Jessica,
there
the girl
fighting.
from the last episode we did. Shot that gang.
Yeah, and it was her.
Our family's a bunch of knuckleheads, I swear. What I want to do, once
Mr.
it's
Ron
possible,
knew us because of you and Senya.
if you guys lived out here, Jackson
Then
Middle
y'all
School,
know
Valley
Mr.
High Middle
Ron.
School, you know Ron and Lou. Like, shout out to Ron and Lou if they're still out there.
I don't think I knew Lou, but I knew Ron.
The security guards that would watch over. Like, there's security guards in school.
Mr. Ron went from Jackman to Valley with us.
Yeah. And
You
Lou
got my
stayed, huh?
school, they're setting fireworks on campus, like big ones, and there's so like it goes and there's a whole bunch of smoke. They did
What?
I
one
couldn't
recently.
imagine going to live
Last
in a
week.
creek because it's so different.
Last
Yeah, it's
week
more
they did a
ghetto.
little fireworks.
It was big, not little. it sounded like a gunshot.
To hear that
Everyone was
Laguna Creek
running.
is ghetto is weird to me because people
Creeks.
always say
They-
Valley is ghetto.
Yeah, it is. They think Valley's super ghetto, but they're like they try to pretend they're ghetto. It's so funny. They sag and stuff. And Senya seen she was laughing because they like sag to where their whole
then I
butt
guess they're
is out.
right. Valley is hella ghetto, huh? But I guess when you go there, you don't really look at it as ghetto. You just look at it as these are my people. Like this is my people. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
weird.
missed that school a lot.
There was just 2 fights that happened too. And there's 3 fights that happened on the same day.
But Jackman, I will say, when I went to Jackman was pretty bad. Jackman was ghetto as hell.
Yeah, when I went, it was bad.
Yeah, I remember in Jackman one time we made one of our teachers kind of cry. And
I made a
felt
teacher cry
so
too.
bad. It was our avid
didn't feel
teacher. I didn't, but like, I mean, I
Poor
participated, but I know I felt so bad.
Messed
So
up. She killed herself.
we had this avid teacher. No, she didn't. Her name was what was her name? Miss Cornell. And it was Miss Cornell. She was cool as hell, you know. She was like an older lady or whatever.
That just sounds sad.
And she taught us
Poor Cornell.
7th grade avid and 7th grade English for 1st and 2nd period. And so on every Friday, she used to give out like snacks to the class, you know, at the end of the class or whatever for her students. And I forgot what it was, but there was like testing going on this one week or whatever. So I don't know, but one day my class happened to be in the classroom and with this teacher at the time, and she basically left that box of like gummies and like Rice Krispie treats and like all types of goodies, right? She just left it out, and then like she kind of left the classroom after she had like, I think she had literally just gave some out too.
That shit.
So basically like
up.
everybody, no, like all of a sudden, I remember the girls that did it, but I ain't finna say their names but I remember y'all.
Busted.
And y'all know who y'all is because they went running to that box and they just started like putting, she wasn't in my grade, they just started putting heck of snacks in like their bags and like hell of them in their pockets and stuff. And then I'm not gonna lie,
Teacher got robbed.
I may or may not have taken a Rice Krispie treat or 2 and some lollipops. Okay,
Grand Theft Auto in preschool.
she came back, and of
With
course
a
the
gun,
box
tripping.
is like damn near empty.
Damn,
So she comes
tripping.
back, and she's basically like, she sees the box, and then she's just looking at the class like,
They're all quiet.
in disbelief, you know, and everybody's quiet.
They're like,
Nobody's saying nothing. And so then
All of a sudden, everyone's
she's
doing
just
their work.
like looking at it, and then she just kind of like starts talking to us, but you could hear in her voice like she was genuinely very sad that we would do this to her, you know. She was just like,
She loves
she
her
was like,
children.
I give you guys these out of like, you know, the kindness of my heart every week, like so she was just kind of lecturing us about it. And then she basically said that she basically asked for the ones that had taken stuff to like own up to it and, you know, just give it back. And so this little Asian girl, and I remember her too,
She gave the candy back?
She goes up to the box because the teacher just asked, and she had like, so remember at Jackman they used to sell the little PE bags, the little tote bags?
Okay, yes.
So she had one of those. She just like does it, and her whole bag was like
Halloween
filled
edition?
of snacks, and it just drops, right? And so she's like, thank you, whatever, so and so, like, for, you know, doing that, whatever.
Shout out
and
to
then
her.
I was just
Courageous.
like, I just saw her do it, and I was like, damn. And I just remember I pulled out
She-
some Rice
Nana's like
Krispie
this.
treats.
Nana's like this, look. Nana's like this. It's my turn to return.
Yeah, I swear. I was like,
Hey, you're watching everyone. She's tripping. I would have done that. Damn, this is becoming a show.
And I felt so bad. I just like pulled out the Rice Krispie treats I took, and I just put them on my desk, and then I just like, you know, waited for her to come so I could put it in the box. And then she was like, she just said thank you for being honest, you know, and all that. And then she stopped doing that shit for a minute. Like, she didn't give us snacks for a long.
Dang.
I was like, damn.
Little hooligans, Lord of the Flies.
I will say one thing about me is I was good in school, but I was like more of like the class clown because of how I was good in school.
Yeah, smart.
So I was smart, but
Able
I
to be
found out
funny.
how to get away with shit. Yeah. So like I remember we did this thing for. Okay, so when you went to Valley, did you know have a Spanish teacher named Miss Hulin? She was super old, like old as hell,
Like
old
mold
lady,
old?
red hair.
Was she molding away?
She was pretty fucking old. Chava had her when he went there, and then I had her when I went there.
Miss Dinosaur?
Miss Hulin, she was like, she wasn't even Mexican, but she was teaching Spanish. She was like this older, like
I can't remember.
I don't even know. I think she was like German or something, but
what
she
happened?
was this old woman, right? And one time in my class when I had her, she had like seating charts that she would switch up the class every, semester or whatever. So she finally decides, like, mind you, where I was sitting, it was like a cool spot because it was like me, my best friend, all of our friends were all in one corner of the whole classroom, right? So she comes in one day on a Friday and she's like, oh, we have new seating arrangements, and it's on the board or whatever, like the projector. And so she's basically telling everyone to find their seats. So she gives everybody their new seats or whatever, and then on Monday, because basically we were all like none of us liked the seating chart. We're like, damn, like this is boring, so we're like, fuck. So then the next time we came to class, which was Monday, we come and we're lined up outside the class before she comes to unlock the door like every day and then let us in. So my friend John, he's like, everybody just sit, because nobody wanted the old seats anyway. So, so he basically goes, everybody just sit in your old seats. Like, everybody, let's just sit in our old seats and pretend that she never gave us a seating chart. So we're just gonna fuck with her, right? So he's like telling everybody, like, sit at your old seats, like genuinely telling everybody. So you could see the ones that are like, no, but most of us were like, okay. So we walk in, everybody sits in our old seats.
Oh my goodness.
And I'll never forget, so the teacher walks in and she like acts like she's gonna start with her day, and then she looks at us again and she goes, wait, didn't I give you guys new seats already on Friday? And we're like, no, right? Like messing with her, making it seem like we never got this new seating chart. And she's like, I'm pretty sure I gave you guys this new seating chart. So she's like, she starts telling us like, go to your new seats, right? And John's like, no, I'm not going to my old seat. And then she's like, well, then if you don't go into your old seat, you guys are going to have to, like, leave my class. So then everybody switched back to their new seats.
Teachers always tripping about seats.
I know.
I have a question.
What?
Do you remember your teacher that used to teach some type of, like, Taibo or something? And then years later, your drama teacher, Miss Wilbur.
I loved her. Shout out to Miss Wilbur, my 4th grade teacher.
Years later, we were driving down like towards the movie theater
area.
Yes,
when you were taking me to work.
And I was like, I looked to the right, I was like, Miss Wilbur. And then I was like, no, look, it's Miss Wilbur.
Really
and
her.
It was Miss Wilbur. She was literally walking like towards the theaters.
And she even said hi and everything to me out the window.
She remembered, hi Maria. She said Maria.
She loves me. She had Alex too before me. Bruh, we used to fuck with her too.
Senya, she had a teacher named Miss Cassie or something.
And we could see the little spit bubbles on the transparency. When she would talk, she would talk, and then you just see like spit.
Harry Potter.
But she was still the dopest, one of the dopest teachers I've ever had.
Mr. Slytherin, Miss Wilbur.
She's probably the only like teacher from Prairie that I would have actually went back to visit. Like, she still works there.
I remember Miss Meyer used to have walking sticks. She used to raise walking sticks.
Oh, yeah. I had a teacher.
I definitely want to raise walking sticks. We used to raise goldfish, all kinds of stuff, fighting creatures.
Did you have a teacher named Mr. Allen at Prairie?
Yes, I do remember Mr.
I had
Allen.
him in 1st grade for like a couple weeks
teacher.
before
Wasn't he kind of meanish, they said?
He was nice because I had him in 1st grade, but then they switched him to another grade after that.
Bell.
So when I had him, he was hella cool. But I remember he had this puppet that was like bald and how like it was weird, but he had a puppet that he would use and shit. Was hella weird. But he was hella cool.
I miss my English teacher. I can't remember her name. Like, I wish I could remember right now. But she let us bring our video games. I brought my PlayStation. I think it was a 3 over PlayStation or PlayStation 2 over. I brought my Nintendo DS. All kinds of stuff.
Where was this at Valley?
At Jackman Middle School. I wish was her name. I can't remember her name. But basically, on one of the day at the end of the school day, she brought me home to pick up all my games and went back to school. And then we were all playing. And then one of the children stole my Nintendo DS. Pokemon game and everything.
Wow.
$250 device gone.
Jackman, I had some cool teachers over there. Jessica, when she was pretending to have a broken leg or whatever, a broken foot, so that she wouldn't have to do PE. But I didn't know that. Mind you, we went to school at the same time.
And it was your old cast.
No, it was yours.
Oh, my.
It was your old boot. And then I remember.
Your old boot.
She had this teacher for Avid named Miss Elder, right? She was also the drama teacher. So that's how I knew her from doing drama. So yeah, Jessica never told me nothing about this boot that she was wearing. So like, because when we would walk to school, she wouldn't have it on.
Big black boot, I swear.
She wouldn't have it on
when
we would walk. Yes, like a big dramatic boot, like if she had
surgery
or something, you know. So then I remember one day, like, I seen Miss Elder in the hall as I was walking to my history class, and I was like, oh, hey, Miss Elder. And she looked at me, she's like, oh, hi, Maria, right? She's like, oh, when is your sister, gonna be getting better on her foot, like, when is she gonna get that cast removed, that big old boot removed? And I was like, I just looked at her and like, what are you talking about? I was like, my sister's leg isn't
What the
hurt.
fuck?
She's like, yes, it is. She was like, she says she's gonna have to be wearing this boot for a couple of weeks.
She's
And
like, why?
I'm like, are we talking about Jessica? And she's like, yes, that's your sister, right? And I'm like, yes, but she's not, nothing's wrong with her foot, you know? And she's like, well, that's weird because she's been wearing this boot to class, you know? For like the past couple, whatever weeks, days it was. And I was just like, what is she talking about?
Oh my God.
So then I guess basically from that conversation, the teacher put 2 and 2 together. And basically, I guess Jessica got busted for it. And what's funny is that I still got in trouble.
You?
Yes, because your mom was like basically saying that I basically snitched on her. But I was like, I didn't know. Like, but it was hella funny.
Yeah.
I told Jessica, why you didn't tell me? I was like, Jessica, are you really wearing this to school?
She said she would use it to get out of PE.
Yes.
She wanted to dress. I want to wear her PE, wear a boot.
So she would wear
your
boot
all day at school.
From when you had broke your foot from
have
dancing.
Her feet showing.
I was like, bruh, she's funny.
I love Jessica. Shout out to Jessica again.
She used to make us late for school every day.
Have you ever broke anything, Priscilla?
No.
Oh, didn't you split something open?
No, her knee was
my leg. I got stitches, but I never broke anything.
I never broke anything. I just got bit, and then I've just exploded a little bit.
I'm double jointed. It's already like
my appendix bursted.
Oh yes, her appendix like a volcano.
I can't even break my hands.
You used to tell people it was from all the pizza I would eat.
Oh my God, too much pizza and your appendix shits out meatballs.
Yes, and I used to get so mad because you would be like, "Why'd your appendix burst out from eating too much pizza?"
Oh my God, I was such a bad pig when I was younger.
I was like, how mean.
I know.
I really want some pizza. Shout out to pizza boys out there.
Man, that was sad when I got my appendix bursted, and I would just have to watch you guys swim in the pool, and I'd be there like.
Then I had it bad. She was running off a dock one time, and her foot got caught.
Oh, remember that? No, I was trying to scare you.
Or a shark.
I was trying to scare you, so I was trying to get in the water because I was tired of you scaring us. So I was like, bro, I'm gonna get him back.
Remember when you fell on Easter?
That's when I pulled my ligament originally, but it went back to normal.
What happened?
So we went to Easter in the snow, right? It was me, your mom, Priscilla, Ben, Senya, and I think Boo. I think it was like Boo and Lonnie, right? So we all went to the snow, and we were doing an Easter egg hunt on there. Mind you, it's April Fool's. This is important, okay? But remind you, we forgot it's April Fool's because it's Easter as well. So they're basically hiding the eggs or whatever, and then Ben and them are basically saying like, oh, there's a $150 egg out there.
Egg.
$50 egg or like $100 egg out there. There's a big egg out there, right? A big money egg. So we're like, oh, okay, so that's the one we're all trying to find. So, bro, I'm like, we're running through the snow, grabbing any little plastic egg we see, grabbing any eggs. And so I, was running, trying to find this egg.
Mexican
and then
Easter
my foot, so you know how sometimes the snow, it will look like it's stable, but when you step, you just go right down. So my foot, I went and I stepped, and my foot just went all the way down and hyperextended.
Oh, my God.
And I felt it. I heard the pop, everything. I felt it, and instantly I was like, oh, I couldn't move my leg. I just started crying, bro.
Is that when you were injured that long time?
No, this happened like that, a couple years before I actually heard it. Oh my God. So, I was crying, right? I couldn't get up at first, and then all of a sudden, it went back into place. So, that time, that's when I injured it, but it didn't, come out of place yet until recently. So then, that's when that happened. But then a couple years later, that's when I twisted my leg wrong, and I heard it again. I felt it get stuck, and then my knee just got super big, fat. And I was like, yeah,
that's the worst.
It ended up being April Fool's prank. There was no $50 egg.
Yeah, there was no $50 egg, so I hurt myself for no reason.
Oh my God!
After that, I was like, I'm done. I'm sitting out.
He better give you $50 after that.
He owes you $100.
Yeah, shoot, because bruh.
I love family events that we do. Our Halloween one was a banger. We had a Halloween costume. It was the best. People won money. I won, obviously, first place.
I won $20.
She won $20. Then I won $0 because she wasn't here.
I wasn't here.
But yeah, Senya won too. It was great.
We were going to carve pumpkins on the beach this year too. But we didn't.
That sounds so nice.
But we were going to. But I still carved my pumpkin. I just never called to do the pumpkin carving contest. Because I did mine for that.
I would throw a pumpkin out of your face.
You know what we should do is go get pumpkins and then carve them and then put them over our head, like they've been saying.
Yeah,
and then go take pictures in the fields and shit.
Yeah.
We should.
They do that one, and I think...
Or even in downtown. Just random
Yeah.
pumpkin heads.
Walking
Yeah,
around.
that
do
was
it.
a trend. There was that
Yeah, it
one,
was.
and before that one,
The
the
ghost.
Halloween from last year was the ghost
The
one.
ghost.
That one
What if
looked
we did
way
it on-
better. The
what
if- I like
ghost
that one,
ones
yeah.
was better. I
What
would
if we
do
did
that.
it on Halloween? I mean, Christmas.
And we could do them
Yeah.
Christmas theme.
Yeah, we can. But we should do the ghost ones.
Like we could carve them and
Way
then
better.
paint it paint it like Christmas, like so like the Grinch and shit, and then go in downtown around. That would be.
I
tight.
want
I
to
could
be a
see
ghost.
that being something new, you know?
I would do
Not
it.
new, or yeah, new. I guess.
I would do it, and then I would just post it on my TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, I would want
We
to
gotta
be
be careful because all that people running into parades. You see on the news, somebody just ran into
Oh
like
yeah, that little kid that died.
like 48 people supposedly. People
The
died.
6-year-old died too.
It's like Astro World, then this, like so much stuff going on in this world.
The
Okay,
Astro
that
World stuff?
Astro World stuff is demonic.
Travis
I'm gonna just
Scott,
say that.
yeah.
It's demonic.
A lot of people say that too. It even looks like the pictures would look like they're from
They
hell,
said it
paintings
was
from
hell on earth.
Like all the imagery that was used in that concert, and then on top of that, the
There was a
entryway,
bird on fire.
Like, the entryway to
Flying
inside the
birds
venue
were
was
on
an
fire?
upside down.
Yes.
cross.
Birds were on fire flying in the crowds.
No,
Yes,
it was
in
like
the
images
first.
of it.
No, it was in the front. It was a big bird that was on fire, flapping its wings.
Yeah, above the whole concert.
Could be Satan himself.
That's what I'm saying. And then,
Like you told us.
and then when you walked into the venue, it was an upside down cross that you were walking in.
Really?
Through. Yeah.
Oh, because they had it like that.
Yeah,
when you
so
walk to make
so
the
like
imagery?
when you walked into the venue, it was like a big cross. So when people had the drones up, that's what it
Oh
looked
my!
like.
There's
an
this
upside-down
video
cross.
where someone is literally having a seizure, and Travis Scott sees, and then while he's
He's
trying
like,
to get
"Oh,
help,
you
he's
guys know
kept
what you
on
came-"
singing.
Yeah, at one point he
He
said,
was
"You
like,
know what you
"Oh."
came here for," and kept going. Yes,
And
he
he
did
kept
not stop.
singing,
Oh,
and people
wow.
were
Yes,
cheering
it
to
was
shut down
horrible.
the concert.
They were
And he
telling,
was
they were
still-
basically trying to get his attention, but he wasn't really paying attention. And then there was this girl
The
who on
videos
Instagram,
were bad.
yeah, this girl on Instagram said that at one point when she fell, because she said it was so packed in there that when you lifted your arms, you couldn't even put them back down. That's how
Oh
little
my
room
God!
people
Imagine
had.
so much stinky
So she
armpit.
said people were like not able to breathe. So she said people weren't able to breathe and all that. But she said at one point she got dragged down, and she said what people didn't
ocean.
realize was that there was not just one layer of people on the ground. Like below the layer that you could see, there was another layer or two of people below them that had already fell, that could not get back up. So at this point, people were just falling and piling on top of each other, and they couldn't breathe.
Screaming and crying. Yeah.
Yes, like
people had seizures.
yes, people were having seizures. People
People
were in
died.
Oh my God!
cardiac
It sounds like a
arrest.
nightmare. I'm dead serious.
Yes,
And there was
some guy
kids
said
there.
it felt like a concert in hell. That it felt like a legit concert in hell. He said you couldn't breathe. It was like people were just pushing. He said it was hella chaotic.
What do you think about what they said about someone running around injecting people with drugs or something? You didn't hear about that?
I didn't
Someone's
hear
running
that.
around
What was
with
that?
injecting people in the crowd, and people were overdosing from some type of drug. I can't remember.
At Astro World?
Yes, the security guy who got injected by a needle. He was one of them.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. That's what it said. That's the first news I heard.
I've never heard of that.
That
I
it
didn't
was
hear
a
that one.
sacrifice that they were trying to get people for sacrifice for that show. If you've seen pictures of the cage, the gate, like people are literally
So they said
over
it looked like they were caged
Yeah.
in. Like
yeah, like it was just like
looked like
it looked crazy.
hell.
It did.
Literally, like if you're praising the devil or something. Like
Yes,
hell.
that's literally what they said. It felt like a concert of hell.
Have you been in a concert before?
I've been to a
Like-
concert and I've never had that. Like I went to go see Chris Brown when he came with
Harry
Ty Dolla $ign and
Styles
them.
had a concert recently.
I know, I wanted to go. But when I went to Chris Brown's concert, it was nothing like that. Like, the atmosphere was hella fun. Like,
Yeah,
it
and
was here at the new arena, too. So
people
it was
on
super nice.
TikTok
I want to go.
It was so
show
fun. We were
different
smoking in there. It was
reactions
so fun.
from like other concerts from like other famous people what they did because this other girl fell and the people that
Oh,
were
I've seen
helping
that.
it was trying and he yelled at them. He's like, pick that girl up.
Yep,
The
I've
singer,
seen
he
that,
stopped
yep.
the show to tell him that. But Travis Scott, someone was having a seizure and then he stopped and then kept singing.
And kept going, yeah. Yeah, it was weird.
Imagine hearing his singing the
Screams.
screams the last thing before he died.
Man. Oh my god, I
That's
can't.
so sad for
That's
the people
sad.
that
The
did.
children.
That's sad. Yeah,
crazy.
people got trampled. Like, people were getting trampled.
Stormy and Kylie Jenner.
They were there, too.
You heard Kylie Jenner and Pete Davidson dating now?
No, Kim Kardashian is
I mean,
dating
Kim
him.
Kardashian.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? His
He's
weird,
ugly.
fake face.
He's so ugly.
Oh my god.
Pete Davidson is not attractive too. And he had Ariana Grande.
Funny
Two
guys
very
win.
pretty women.
Telling you, funny people be winning. Keep them happy. Keep them joy. Tell you.
I
what.
know he's happy. She got money.
Well, he's been doing it big too, though, for a cool minute.
Wait.
But
You heard music too?
Yeah, I heard like people talking or something.
it's in your head.
I know.
I hear
I'm
it sounds like somebody getting down over there. They're having a backyard boogie over there.
Anything you guys want to say to close off this wonderful show?
Your mom.
My mom. Okay. Shout out to my mom.
I don't know. I just want to say I'm glad to be in town. I can't wait to continue doing this. And yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you guys have a blessed holiday with your families. Enjoy this time. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. What is the saying? Why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly? Okay?
And don't fall asleep in the front yard.
I want to say thank you for everyone who continues to watch our shows and our YouTube shows, our shows on YouTube, all the little pranks and stuff. We're literally only getting better every day. Like it's amazing. Like we're on our rise. Like thank you guys again. I want to bring everyone involved. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel below.
I made fun of him for that part.
Adventure Exit. We are out.
Bye, Rat.
Who's that Pokemon?